So my daughters came home from school yesterday. They're both in high school. And they said, Mom, did you hear about Charlie Kirk? And I said, yeah, I did. I was at my friend's house helping her with some stuff. And she said, oh my God, they shot Charlie Kirk. And then right as I was leaving, she said, oh my God, Charlie Kirk died. And so when I got in my car, I typed his name up in my search bar and I came across the most traumatizing video I've ever seen in my life. It left me feeling sick for like 3 hours afterwards. I swear I still feel a pit in my stomach from seeing that video. I can't even believe it was available. And then my daughters asked me, did you see the video? And I said, I saw a video. I said, do not watch it. Do not watch it. And they said, oh, we already saw it. Kids in our class were airdropping it to everyone. Airdropping it to everyone and then like having little celebrations in class because he's transphobic, he's homophobic, he's this, he's that. I hate that this is the world that we live in. And I had to tell them, no. Nobody deserves that. And then I said, did you know that he has a wife and 2 very little girls? And they said no. And I said, did you know that they were there? And they said no. I said, yeah, nobody deserves that. All he ever did was speak out against certain groups, which is well within his rights. I wasn't comfortable with the things that he would say, but you have to admit, he made you think. He made people think. He was always willing to have open conversations and debates. You could ask that man anything, and he would answer you, and he would make you think. Didn't have to agree with the man. He never said you had to agree with him. He just wanted to make people think. And even coming, on TikTok, I will say I was relieved to see that most of the posts on here agree with me as far as nobody deserving that. Him not deserving it, nobody deserves it for using their free speech. But people, quoting him, basically trying to say that he deserved it because he said this. Or I don't care because he said this. Nobody wins. Nobody won anything, just so you know. Nothing is gained from this at all. One of the things that my friend Dana said is, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. And I know she's referring to, the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. And now this, it's not a good look. And I'm just seeing a lot of anger and hatred and vitriol. It's just, what's crazy is that people are going to be afraid to stand up and say, that was wrong. We were literally raised being told that violence is never the answer. And if you're going to come into my comments and quote him or say, well, don't even bother. I will immediately block you. It will all have been in vain. If you celebrate that in any way, you are a huge part of the problem.